Hey guys, it's Nutcase, and today's video is of a mixed media piece that I've done for a just happy holidays image. It's of my character Kika. I'm also doing a giveaway of the original painting on my Twitter, which I will have linked down below. All you have to do is retweet and follow, and you get to be entered. Doesn't matter where you live. I'll mail it to you, whoever wins. I'm going to draw the winner on the 25th. Round 2 or so. So what happened was, at the beginning of the video, you saw that I was sketching it digitally, and then I printed it out, lightboxed it, and now I'm painting it traditionally. I have my Complexions watercolor palette here. It's by the same people that did the Pastel Dreams one. I'll have it linked down below. I really love it. I'm not very good at mixing skin tones, so this cuts out that. But I'm also using the Arteza products. I am still not super happy with them, but I will use them for when I need to. I was, in this painting, trying to still use them and get used to them to see if I like them, and after this one and the Christmas Day video, which I will be posting, I will say that I really don't like the pan set from Arteza. I don't mind the watercolor pencils, oddly enough. Like, I feel like they're fine, but I don't use them in the traditional, like, watercolor pencil way where you, like, you draw with them and then you go over the water with them. I just use the watercolor brush right on the pencil and take the paint off that way. So I don't really use them pencil-wise. But I tried to use them and just get used to them and everything. So with this painting, I do everything traditionally to a point. I do watercolor base, and then I add Copic on top, and then also ink it, which I wish I had digitally inked it instead of traditionally, just because I feel it would have made everything look a lot crisper if I had done that. But, it's a learning lesson, and I'll try that next time instead. But the colors turned out pretty vibrant. I still couldn't get the Arteza to mix well, as you can see there in the hair. I had to keep layering it to, like, get it to make a smooth gradient, and I feel like when they're that close to colors that probably should be able to mix a lot better. Kind of glad I didn't try to mix my own colors with it. I guess that'll be the next test, is if I can do that. But this is when I start laying down some Copics to bump up the shadows and everything, just to make everything more cohesive and more, like, finished looking. You'll also see as I'm inking, or not inking, but coloring the rest of the hair, that I end up drawing a lot more texture on it, because Kika's hair is supposed to be, like, big and poofy, so I wanted to really emphasize that texture, and since I really couldn't get it with the watercolors, I just went in with the Copics and did that, and I think it turned out pretty cool that way. Again, there's a couple things that I wish I had done digitally instead of traditionally, but it is what it is, and I feel like in the finished image, it turns out really nice, so it's okay. But here you can see where I'm adding the texture, and it really brings life to the hair a lot more than when it was before. But, so this piece goes from digital sketch to traditional painting, and then I scan it in again and finish it off digitally, where I just, like, crisp up the lines, add some more highlights, and then I also add some berries to the little wreath behind her head. I wish I had done that traditionally, actually. Be it with Copic or paints. I actually did a painting for Christmas Day that I did it with paints, and I think it turned out really nice, and I should have just done that, honestly. But, yeah. Also, I'm trying to work on my voiceovers for just for my videos and stuff. The one coming out on Christmas Day isn't going to have a voiceover, it's just going to be a nice music one, and you guys will see the painting process. The painting I actually did for that video was for a contest over on Instagram. I did not win, but my friend did, so I'm happy to see that. But this is part of the thing where I was talking about I wish I had done this digitally, is adding the whites. Because some parts look good, other parts not so much, and yeah, all the ink, I wish I had done it digitally, and I'm probably going to try that in the future. But here's the finished traditional piece, and then like I said, I scanned it in, and I start touching everything up. Also, I should have waited to sign it. I don't know why I signed it before scanning it, because I knew I was going to have to like do that and just, you know, get everything evened out. But I start touching up the lines and just making everything more even and trying to do just like little touch-ups like that. I believe I'd use sharpen on it just a little bit because for some reason a part of my scan came blurry and I don't know how that happened. But then I also add a white stroke around the character and just define some of the areas by also stroking it, like her hands and little bits of the hair and ears and stuff, just to differentiate them from the other. This, I feel like, really ties it in more with my normal style, so that's why I did it. And I really do like the final product. The final product is just, you know, like, I don't mind it being both traditional and digital in nature because of that, and I feel like that's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do with my art anyways. So this picture kind of embodies what I want to start trying to do with my art more. We'll see if I do that in 2019 at all. But this is also where I'll add the holly berries, or berries, just like the red berries, onto the wreath, and I wish I really would have done that traditionally. It's one of the few like color things that I wish I had done traditionally versus digitally, because I would have gotten that layered textured look a lot better. But I am happy that I did the Happy Holidays digital, because I was able to place it in nicely and make sure everything looked right and not having to worry about ruining the painting. So that's a good upside there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this painting process and just seeing like a little different work process than what I normally do. And I hope you guys have a happy holidays no matter what you celebrate, no matter where you celebrate it, who you celebrate it with. Just, you know, have a good one, and I hope that you do. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!